We've already seen in part 1 of this video that Portuguese and Spanish are very similar languages, right? So today I'm going to talk about 3 more differences between Spanish and Portuguese that will help you learn one language if you already know the other. Okay, so the first difference I'm going to talk about today is the ending ad in Spanish and ade in Portuguese. For example, if you want to say society in Spanish, the word is sociedade. And in Portuguese, if you want to say society, the word is sociedade. And this pattern can be applied to many other words. La verdad es que hay mucha humedad en esta ciudad. A verdade é que há muita umidade nesta cidade. The second thing I want to talk about today is the sound of the letter V in Portuguese and Spanish. The letter V in Spanish has the sound of a B. B, 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 b. While in Portuguese, the letter V has the same sound as in English. V, v, v. For this reason, many words are written exactly the same way both in Portuguese and Spanish, but they are pronounced a little differently because of the letter V. Vaca, vaca, centavo, centavo, vivo, vivo, aventura, aventura, obvio, obvio. The third difference is also related to sound, and it's about the difference in pronunciation between the double R in Spanish and Portuguese. In Spanish, the double R has a very strong rolling sound. So for instance, the word for rice in Spanish is arroz. I remember when I started learning Spanish, my teacher would make us do this for a few minutes every class, because the double R sound in Spanish is not only hard for Americans but also for Portuguese speakers. And in Portuguese, the double R has an aspired H sound like this. So the word for rice in Portuguese is pronounced arroz. Arroba, arroba, guerra, guerra, horror, horror, torre, torre. After watching this video and part 1 of this series comparing Portuguese and Spanish, many of you may be thinking, whoa, Portuguese and Spanish are so freaking similar. And yes, they are, but they are not the same language. Despite the fact that most words are pretty similar in Spanish and Portuguese, there are important differences in grammar and pronunciation, and also there are many words in Spanish that have nothing to do with the words for the same thing in Portuguese. Gracias, obrigada, fresa, morango, jamón, presunto, botella, garrafa. So yes, you're gonna have to study both languages if you want to learn them both, but the great news is that it's gonna be so much easier for you to learn Portuguese if you already know Spanish and vice versa. So happy studies! If you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Hasta luego! Até logo!